It has been 4 days of truly illuminating discussions and engaging lectures. We hope you've thoroughly enjoyed yourselves and will continue to connect with each other. A couple of you have actually set up a LinkedIn group to do just that, which we are very heartened to see. You can search for GYSS 2021 on LinkedIn to connect with the rest. Before we bid you farewell, we have 2 more short program items. Firstly, we'd like to invite the co-chairs of the GYSS Organizing Committee, Professor Loh Teck Seng and Professor Bertil Anderson, to say a few words to close the summit. Thereafter, we'd like to invite Professor Loh to announce the winners of the GYSS 2021 video contest. We know many of you have been looking forward to this, so do stay on for that. Professors, please.
Speakers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the closing session of the 9th edition of the Global Young Scientists Summit. We have had a busy but productive week of sessions and vibrant exchanges of ideas. The Global Young Scientists Summit is a platform not only for global scientific exchanges, but also conversations on society and solutions on global challenges. We started the Global Young Scientists Summit 9 years ago in a belief that there is benefit in bringing together young scientists to interact with their peers from different countries and different cultures, as well as with the speakers who have achieved a measure of success before them. It is very heartening to see that year by year, our network of speakers and participants is continuing to grow. Under normal circumstances, we will have gathered in person in Singapore, and at this closing ceremony, we would have had a party somewhere in sunny Singapore. But these are unusual times and requires new approaches. This is the first time that we are hosting the Global Young Scientists Summit online. I'm happy to see such strong participation from our young scientists from all over the world. And I'm also deeply grateful to the commitment of our speakers who are in different countries, different time zones, and some of whom have to deliver their speeches at late hours.
Dear participants, here comes also some final remarks from my side, being located in Israel. The GYSS is unique. It involves speakers that are recipients of the Nobel Prize, Field Medal, Millennium Technology Prize, and the Turing Award. That means that GYSS becomes a real multidisciplinary summit that covers physics, chemistry, medicine, mathematics, technology, as well as computer science. Very exciting, I think. Altogether, this year, we have had the privilege to have as many as 21 laureates that has contributed as speakers or discussants. Notably, 17 has participated in GYSS for the first time. Interesting, all the 3 Nobel Prize winners in medicine from 2019 came together for this year's meeting, and uniquely, one of this year's Nobel Prize winner in chemistry, awarded in Stockholm only in December 2020, Professor Jennifer Doudna, joined in. Interestingly, her supervisor from the early postdoctoral years, also Nobel Prize winner in chemistry from 1989, Professor Thomas Cech, also participated. For GYSS, an interesting combination of a high-level scientific relation. Needless to say, science is always important, and more recently, even more so, I would say. Just think about global challenges, such as climate change, and of course, this year's the challenge of the COVID-19 pandemic. Without our science-based knowledge, we never could have combated the serious situation, as we after all have been able to do. Vaccines, only after 9 months, for example. It is also fantastic that over 500 research students from well over 30 countries have benefited from the exchange of ideas and arguments during these 4 days of GYSS. I'm sure you all have been inspired and ready now to push the boundaries for the knowledge of tomorrow. On that note, I would like to thank you again for your participation and contributions, and also invite you to the next GYSS event in 2022 that actually will be the 10th edition. In other words, we can celebrate a decade of GYSS events. Tentatively, next year's event will take place on the 18th to the 24th or 21st of January. I hope I'm not too optimistic in saying that at that occasion we should again be able to meet here in the beautiful Singapore, where all the very nice mingling parties. So, all the best for the coming years, and see you at GIS in 2022. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Finally, I'm pleased to announce the winners of the GYSS 2021 video contest. We received 110 video entries, many of which were very creative and most engaging. We thank everyone for putting in the effort and for contributing your ideas to the competition. The winners are, in no particular order, Neil Kant Kundu from the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology for his video titled Signal Processing for 6G, From Classical to Quantum Communications.
Until now, communication systems are built upon the laws of classical physics. However, as predicted by Moore's law, the chipset sizes has already reached nanometer scale and the quantum effects are now inevitable. And indeed, this can be used to get enhanced performance in future communications.
Juan Cruz Landoni from the University of Helsinki for his video titled Mitochondrial Musical.
Having nothing left to do but science is us, dude. We're here to research and decipher, going to find a solution. We are working, understanding more and more, finding pathomechanism, fighting hard to get a cure.
And Nakul Rampal from the University of Cambridge for his video titled MOFs, the Lego of Chemistry.
I like to call them the Lego of chemistry. Metal organic frameworks are made up of building blocks such as metal nodes and organic linkers. These building blocks come together to form a repeating, cage-like structure known as a MOF.
Congratulations to our winners. You have won yourself a round trip to Singapore for the 10th anniversary edition of GYSS, taking place next year. As Bertil said earlier, we hope to be able to meet and host you in person in sunny Singapore. All the best again, and see you at GYSS 2022.